Hello and welcome to Meet the Candidates for the November 5th general election. I'm your host, Dan York. On today's program, candidates for the 4 seats available on the Garden City City Council will appear. Each candidate was given 5 minutes to present his or her platform. Candidates for City Council include challenger Melissa DeMichael, incumbent Brian Earl, incumbent Kelly Kerwin, and incumbent Patricia Squires. Registered with the city and the county as a write-in candidate is Stacey Kerr. Each candidate will receive a 4-year term, which has been extended to a 5-year term to accommodate the city's change from odd-year elections to even-year elections. The next city election will be in 3 years in 2022. Along with candidates for City Council, there are 2 candidates running unopposed for the Library Board, Nancy J. Bailey and William Paul Warhane. Ballot proposals that appear on the November 5th ballot include a proposed charter amendment to establish a Department of City Clerk and City Treasurer to replace the Department of City Clerk Treasurer, a proposal to renew the existing public safety millage at 3.5 mills, a proposal to levy an additional 1 mill to fund the library building to be built in the future, and renewal of the Garden City Public Schools Sinking Fund. Sample ballots with all of this information can be found on the city's website at gardencitymi.org/vote. That's gardencitymi.org/vote. This program can be seen several times before the election on GCTV, Channel 12 on Comcast, Channel 18 on WOW, and Channel 99 on UVerse, October 18th through the 20th at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 7 p.m., and 11 p.m., and October 25th through November 3rd at assorted times based on other programming. This program can also be found online at the city's Facebook at City of Garden City MI and on our YouTube page at GCTV HD. Links to all of these options and a complete ballot can be found on the city's Voter Central webpage at gardencitymi.org/vote. Now let's begin our program with Council candidate Patricia Squires.
Hello, Garden City. My name is Pat Squires, and I'm running for re-election to Garden City's City Council on November 5th. I would like to thank the residents who have encouraged and supported my decision to run again for this office. And thank you, Dan York, for giving us the opportunity to let the residents learn more about this year's candidates. I have been a resident of Garden City since 1979, when my husband Bob and I decided to move here and raise our blended family of 4 children. They have blessed us with 10 grandchildren, and I am now proud to say 2 great-grandchildren, with a 3rd due in November. 2 of our children chose to remain in Garden City to raise their families, and now 3 of my grandchildren and 1 of my great-grandchildren live here as well. I currently work part-time for Angela Hospice, and I am a realtor with Remerica Integrity Realtors. I have been involved with the city for many years doing various volunteer work. The Santaland Parade Committee, along with helping veterans through the American Legion Auxiliary and the American Legion Riders, is very near and dear to my heart. I previously volunteered with the DDA for many downtown activities, like the Chili Cook-Off, and worked with several charities in the community for many years. When I was first elected in 2011, the city was making some very hard decisions in order to balance the budget. This included layoffs due to the falling revenue, the higher cost of doing business, and major cuts to revenue sharing. But since that time, I'm happy to say we have only moved forward. Our police and fire departments now have a full staff with updated equipment that they desperately needed, thanks to you, our residents, for passing the millage. Our home values have increased, with many that go up for sale receiving multiple offers in the first few days. We are working on our infrastructure after many years of neglect. We are working on the roads in the city and much more. Your City Council has been working hard to get things done. I am seeking re-election to this position because I truly love Garden City and want to continue to represent you, our citizens, in the important decision-making process that affects all of us. I live by a code of ethics in my work as well as in my everyday life. I will represent the residents with honesty and integrity. I will not make any campaign promises that I will get this done or I will get that done. I will work towards betterment of our community as I have done in the last 8 years. I will continue to make common sense decisions regarding all items that come before council, as the decisions affect all of us who live and work in the city. I am a resident too and have a vested interest in what goes on here. I will continue to insist on accountability and transparency in our city government. I want our citizens to be informed of what is going on, what their hard-earned tax dollars are being spent on, and why. We still have many goals to reach and a lot of work to be done to ensure that we are a city that people want to move into and one that our current residents want to stay in. I want Garden City to always be a great place to call home. In closing, I ask that you please get out and vote on November 5th. My name on the ballot appears as Patricia Squires, not Pat, and I would love to continue to work hard and represent you as your city councilwoman. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch Meet the Candidates.
Hi, my name is Brian Earl, and I'm running for re-election for the position of Garden City City Council. As an active police officer of 28 years, I find that public safety is very important. I have been working with our police and fire to upgrade much needed equipment and to give them the ability to hire and fill vacant positions. Keeping the citizens safe is a priority and should always be a priority. I want to continue to work with our youth athletic programs and the Maplewood Center to bring more programs and to give more availability to our youth to stay on the streets, having fun in controlled environments and not sitting in the bedrooms playing video games. If re-elected, I would like to work with our DDA, our Downtown Development Authority, to help them develop a plan that they came up with to bring a walkable downtown to our city. I think it's a great plan, and I look forward to working hand in hand with them on that. I would look forward to working with our Garden City Business Alliance to help bring in new businesses and to help promote this city in a positive light. Last, I want to continue to work with our state officials to try to force them to bring back the revenue sharing money that they took from us to try to keep the city fiscally sound. We are currently in a good fiscal position. I want to keep it that way. I don't want to have to see cuts like 10 years ago. I want to continue to fight for the positive and do away with the negative. I ask for your vote, and I hope you'll continue to support me so I can continue to support this city and keep it safe. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Stacey Kerr. Most of you probably know me by my maiden name, Stacey Templeton, and I'm running as a write-in candidate for Garden City City Council. That means when you look at the ballot, my name's not going to be there. You need to go to the bottom of the list of the candidates and write in my name. It's spelled K-A-R-A-F-O-T-I-S. Fill in the circle, vote for me. Why should you vote for me? Lots of reasons. I grew up here, I know the people here, I know this city. I own a home here, I own a business here, and I have a personal vested interest in the success of this city, and I want to make it better. I think we need some changes. We need some new faces and some fresh ideas. And we need to go back to the basics. And when I say basics, I mean we need to bring back respect, transparency, and common sense to our city government. A vote for me is a vote for common sense. I also think that we need to enhance our public safety. We need to make sure that every year in our budget, there's room for our police department and our fire department and their staff and their equipment to keep us safe. We also need to improve our neighborhoods. We need to fight blight. We need to work hand in hand with our ordinance department and our police department to speed up this process. Also, we need to find some way, somehow, to attract businesses to our downtown. As a business owner, I know how hard it can be to start a business in Garden City. I have some ideas to streamline that process by working with the building department. We're never going to be Plymouth or Ferndale or Royal Oak, but we can be something. We really can. We can have a downtown that benefits our residents, and we can build it together. I think our city council needs to listen more to what our residents really want. I can do that. Let me be your voice on council. I want to hear your ideas, your comments, your questions. You can email me anytime at votestacyk@gmail.com. That's votestacyk@gmail.com. vote, stacyk@gmail.com. Or you can stop by my business, Lucky Dog, anytime, any morning, and see me. I can help you. Stop on in. If you're watching this, you're going to vote. Obviously, you care about this community, and so do I. That's why I'm running for Garden City City Council. On voting day, please remember me, Karafotis, K-A-R-A-F-O-T-I-S. When you write my name in at the bottom, you'll be putting Garden City back on top. Write in my name, fill in the circle, and let's make this change together. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kerwin, and I'm running for the re-election for a seat on City Council. For those of you who don't know me, I was born and raised in Garden City. My parents, my siblings, and I all attended and graduated from Garden City Public Schools, and my daughter Gracelyn is a Garden City 8th grade student. I believe Garden City is an excellent place to raise a family, with its engaged residents, safe neighborhoods, and strong public services. Garden City is fortunate to have some of the best police and fire departments around, and I fully support the bond renewal. Many people may not know that I once was a deputy with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department and a police officer for the City of Taylor. My passion for justice began when I worked for the 21st District Court right here in Garden City, which led to the Schoolcraft Police Academy and graduating from there with a degree in criminal justice. After my daughter was born, I became a stay-at-home mom. After a few years, I rejoined the workforce as a criminal background investigator and started my own business performing criminal background checks. I have been very active in the school system, starting from the first day my daughter entered kindergarten. From volunteering in the classrooms, to providing tutoring at Memorial Elementary, to serving as PTA Vice President at Douglas, Farmington, and now at the middle school. I am a member of the GCYAA, where I have coached girls softball, a member with the Garden City Business Alliance, and serve as Vice Chair on the board for Nankin Transit. There are certain traits to look for in those that represent our city, and I strive to embody them. Honesty, integrity, accountability, someone who works well with others, and has strong family values. I understand that every decision the council makes affects all residents of our city. These last 2 years have been an amazing experience learning and serving. I have tried to be a diligent person by not floating through this job, but earnestly trying to get involved, understand each situation, and make the right decisions, even though they may be difficult ones. I have attended several MML, Michigan Municipal League classes. I have called other cities to see how they may handle a certain situation. When the DDA created a task force to try to bring businesses to our area, I jumped on board. In my last speech, I stated, "Where there is a problem, I will seek out a solution. Where there is a debate, I will strive to understand all sides. Where there is a complex issue, I will research and ask questions." I have done exactly that. I have asked questions at the MML classes, talked to the residents, and spoke with the administration to be better informed of each situation from all sides. I encourage everyone to get involved. I want residents to use their voice and state their concerns or good ideas. Our residents are what help to make our community such a great place to live. From day one, I have been vocal and supportive of the creation of the city's first vacancy ordinance. I believe we need to hire an economic development director. Garden City needs a professional trained in how to recruit new businesses, retain existing ones, and assist businesses when they can expand operations locally to strengthen the local economy and diversify our city's tax base. With the road repairs well on their way, the city's appearance improving through stronger code compliance, business owners investing in their properties, the city is more viable. Now would be an excellent time to take another look into hiring an economic development director. I want to be on City Council because I want to be a positive impact on Garden City, making this city even better and being a part of its future success. Garden City is a great place to call home. We need to encourage new families to want to make Garden City their home, as well as encourage more residents to ask questions and get involved. I want to see our city thrive, and I'm determined to be a proactive part of the change for a better Garden City. By doing that, I want to revisit, update, clarify old ordinances, take a better look at our zoning and see if there's any room for improvement, and make sure we stay fiscally responsible. It is also imperative that we have better communication with our other boards and our residents. We need to be a team. We all live here and want the best for our community. Even when we disagree, we need to remain a team and be able to work with each other and respect each other so we can all succeed so that our city succeeds. Good leadership isn't about advancing yourself, it's about advancing your team, so we as a whole can be successful. I am grateful for your support over the last 2 years. I have grown more confident, learned what questions to ask, and as terrified as I am with public speaking, found my voice. I am looking forward to working with the council and wish the other candidates good luck on Election Day. Garden City has a great future ahead of it, and I would love to be a part of it. I'm Kelly Kerwin, and I'm asking for your vote on November 5th.
Garden City is more than just a great place to live. It is our home. Let that sink in for a second. I'm going to quote Judy Garland in my favorite movie, The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. A moral that can be taught and appreciated at any age. I believe that any person who lives, works, or is employed in our city wants us to succeed and grow. To find a resolution to our city's problems, first we have to understand what the root cause is. The majority of our issues can be resolved with properly budgeting our city's finances while working cohesively and effectively, communicating with our council members, city employees, elected board members, business owners, and the concerns of our citizens. My name is Melissa DeMichael, and I'm going to share a little bit about myself and the qualifications I have so that on November 5th you will be confident when you cast your vote for me as a member of your next City Council. I spent my entire 36 years in Garden City, and I am proud to call it home. Growing up, I attended the former St. Raphael's Church, now St. Thomas the Apostle, received an education from our school district, graduating from Garden City High School in 2001. I have stayed involved with Garden City High School's theater program, volunteering as their costume manager and performing in their summer productions. Along the way, I had my first job at King Cone and worked at Leon's as a waitress and hostess. From the skills and knowledge I gained, I was able to further my education at the University of Michigan Dearborn and start my career in the financial industry. What I have learned along the way from my schooling and banking career is how I will best serve our community. I have been in the financial industry for the past 17 years, 12 of which have been in management, including a few years where I managed an office in Garden City. I have been an officer of the bank for 9 years and a Michigan Notary Public for 15. In the financial industry, I've worn multiple hats. I started as a part-time teller and worked my way up to a financial center manager. Along the way, I was also a lending specialist, personal banker, business banker, assistant manager, and an operations manager. Performing all the positions in a financial center has made me a well-rounded employee and a relatable manager. Integrity and ethics are key. I would never ask my associates to perform a task that I would not perform myself. I'm a firm believer in you must know how to complete the task yourself before you can manage someone else to do it. I know how to run a business, which is essentially what a city is. There needs to be mutual respect amongst staff and community members. We all must have common goals and work together to achieve them. Communication is the key to problem resolution. Not only must we effectively communicate within the City Council, we must also be able to communicate with our city departments, boards, business owners, and citizens. In doing so, we will be a stronger structure and unite together as one community. To address the concerns of our residents, we have to have an open door policy and ensure that they get in contact with the right department to have their issue resolved. Additionally, at the first point of contact, our citizens should be given the resources we have available to address their concerns and to follow up on them. Most importantly, it is essential that we all help and want the city to succeed and grow. We must respect each other, be open-minded to new thoughts, ideas, and stay optimistic while we were on this journey together. I know what a budget is and how to effectively execute one, looking at profits and losses, allocating funds to specific departments, really working the budget to solve problems rather than create more. We are blessed to have our own services in the city, such as police, fire, DPS, ordinance building clerk, treasurer, and water, just to name a few of them. All of these service departments, plus trash removal, street lighting, and tackling our deteriorating roads are also things that are included in our budgets. Services we are all grateful for and also pay for with our taxes. By electing me, I promise to do my best to fully understand our budget, allocate our tax dollars to the appropriate departments, stay in balance, not overspend, and communicate on behalf of our citizens. I am seeking election for City Council to ensure Garden City's continued success. I have the dedication and knowledge that the citizens of Garden City need. My years of hard work and commitment makes me a highly qualified candidate for Garden City's City Council. By electing me, you are making the right choice. A vote for me is essentially a vote for yourself. I'm committed to the community and dedicated to progress. It's time for a new generation of leaders to stand up. Vote Melissa M. DeMichael on November 5th. Thank you for your support.
That's Meet the Candidates for the November 5th, 2019 election. Thanks for watching, and thanks to the candidates who appeared on this program. Don't forget, this program can be seen several times before the election on GCTV, Channel 12 on Comcast, Channel 18 on WOW, and Channel 99 on UVerse, October 18th through the 20th at 10, 2, 7, and 11, and October 25th through November 3rd at assorted times based on other programs. Meet the candidates for the November 5th election can also be seen online. Our YouTube channel is GCTV HD, and our city Facebook page is City of Garden City MI. Links to all of these options and a complete ballot can be found at gardencitymi.org/vote. Most importantly, make sure your voice is heard by voting November 5th between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. Good night, everyone.